Hey, Ravens fan, have you ever seen someone try to provoke and end up getting the perfect comeback? That's exactly what happened with Derrick Henry. After a massive win against the Chargers, he was on the receiving end of a provocative comment from Khalil Mack. But Henry's response was as simple as it was impactful. And the best part? He let his performance on the field do most of the talking. Stick with me until the end, because I'll break down how his response summed up everything that happened in the game and what it means for the Ravens this season. Go Ravens! After the Ravens' victory over the Chargers, Khalil Mack tried to downplay Derrick Henry, saying it's not hard to play against him. But Henry didn't take the bait. Calmly, he responded with just 2 words, "We won." And if that wasn't enough, his performance on the field said everything else. With 140 rushing yards on 24 carries, averaging nearly 6 yards per attempt, Henry was crucial in leading the Ravens to a 30-23 win. Even without scoring a touchdown, he was the driving force behind their offensive success. Henry isn't just about numbers, he's about presence. Each carry wore down the Chargers' defense, proving how vital his strength and consistency are to the team. Even though he didn't cross into the end zone, he set the tone for the Ravens' offense, creating opportunities for other players to shine. While Mack tried to downplay his impact, Henry's performance left no doubt that opposing defenses must fight for every inch when he's on the field. What's even more fascinating is that Henry's contribution was part of a dominant rushing attack that completely overwhelmed the Chargers' defense, exposing some significant weaknesses. And that's exactly what we'll dive into next. Well, we're already halfway through the video, but before we continue, I noticed you haven't left your like yet. That's super important so YouTube can keep showing you my content, and I can keep bringing you more. So go ahead and hit that like button. It's free, right? Thanks. Let's keep going. The Ravens proved that their rushing game is their greatest weapon, and they put on a clinic against the Chargers. Derrick Henry led the way with 140 rushing yards, but he wasn't alone. Lamar Jackson showed why he's one of the most versatile quarterbacks in the NFL, scoring a touchdown on a 10-yard run. And to top it off, Justice Hill delivered a spectacular 51-yard touchdown run. Altogether, the team racked up 212 rushing yards, completely overpowering the Chargers' defense. The Chargers came into the game as one of the season's most solid defensive units, but they simply couldn't keep up with the Ravens' relentless pace. Khalil Mack, who had provoked Henry before the game, finished with just 4 tackles and little impact. Meanwhile, the rest of the Los Angeles defense looked increasingly lost, unable to stop Baltimore's creative and physical rushing attack. This glaring weakness could become a significant problem in high-stakes games later in the season. With both teams fighting for a Super Bowl spot, there's a real chance they could meet again in the playoffs. If that happens, the Chargers will need a completely different approach to counter Baltimore's devastating ground game. This rivalry could become even more thrilling as the season unfolds. Derrick Henry didn't need fancy words to deliver the perfect response. He let the field do the talking, with a performance that dominated headlines and proved why he's a key piece for the Ravens. And the entire rushing attack was a spectacle, exposing a Chargers defense that had looked solid until that night. This game showed that Baltimore has the power and strategy to face any challenge this season. What about you, Ravens fan? Do you think the Ravens are ready to face any team in the playoffs with this rushing attack? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know if you believe Derrick Henry and the team can go even further this season. Let's talk about it. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like and share it with other fans. See you next time.